Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is just a quick update. As AES, we know there is promises they will form an army. Yes, before they were working together, before they even mention it, they are working together. They have AES uniform, and they said they will intensify the fight, and they have to discipline themselves to win this war. Because December they were attacked, one of the camps were attacked, but thanks to the vigilance of the people, they managed to um, get rid of the people. I don't want to be using the word seize their motorbike and all that. They couldn't damage anything or delete any of the army. But for them, it's no, no, no. They don't want anything like that. Any surprises to happen like that, because they were very, very close to them. So they were there to motivate them and also tell them to discipline themselves. Mobile phones are not allowed over there. Families, listen, I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Of State for Territorial Administration and the Chief of the Armed Forces General Staff visited Seba. The delegation carried a message to the fighting forces, a message of cohesion and discipline for a more effective fight against terrorism. The delegation then met with the living pits of Seba, to whom it expressed the support and encouragement of the head of state. 2025, the year of the intensification of the war against terrorism, and escapes in the Sahel region attacked nearly 2 weeks ago, must hear the important message of these delegations, composed notably of the Chief of General Staff of the Armed Forces and the Minister of State, Minister of Territorial Administration and Mobility. It's time to pull together to win the war, and discipline is the key message. To men of detachment, that we need to unite. We need to be solid. You're professionals, as we've said, you're the ones who divide up operations in the field, so you have to work in concert with the VDPs, in concert with the population, so that we can win this war. Individually, we won't be able to, so you have to pull in the same direction. And in this context, social networks represent a threat in more ways than one. The fighting forces are INV. It's time to move away from hateful and misleading language. War now takes on new dimensions, including attacks on social networks to demobilize and discourage people. Why do people say that social networks and messages there are forbidden here? And a meeting with the people of Seba. The delegation translates here the words of comfort and encouragement of the head of state, all the inhabitants, and salutes their resilience, their immersion, because they came to show us that we have support. We saw a force that was coming in at a fairly low level, and we're confident about that. We're reassured that we're not alone, we're not abandoned, we're not forgotten. We're ready to continue supporting the president who took traore for what he did for the YAG and for what he continues to do for our people. And we're sure that we're going to defeat this evil that's gangrenous, that's putting us in difficulty. Oh, defense and security forces. We had a message of solidarity for them. We carried it, we encouraged them to continue the fight to rid our country of this terrorist vermin. But also, we encouraged them to get rid of the hateful messages that are legion today and the hateful and misleading messages that are people on social networks to the people. We expressed the feeling of solidarity of the head of state. We have them. Encouraged, we recognized the resiliencies and took up the grievances, most of which have already been taken into account by the military operations currently taking place on site, before returning to Ouagadougou. A tour of Dori where the watchwords remain the same, notably cohesion and solidarity, as here at the 41st RIC and among the firefighters, a delegation made up of officers from Mali and Niger to say that from now on the fight is waged together with all the forces of the Confederation. AUS.
It is good that the citizens are happy. They know that the authorities are at their side and they are not neglected or rejected. Everyone is very important. And so anytime something happens anywhere, or even if it doesn't happen and they call for help, they are there themselves. They don't send um, low officers. They went the front there to see them. Anyway, families, I've added another video to this one. Citizens watch. You know, those days when they used to sleep outside and be drinking tea and dancing and waiting for the captain and be watching. Yes, they have raised a flag there to make that place a place that, if anything, they will be going to remember those days and a lot more. Families, please watch and listen. I'll be back. Thank you so much.
The commune of Thikarit inauguration of a new Citizens Watch traffic circle in Orie, in the commune of Thikarit. Named Captain Ibrahim Traore, the infrastructure is seen as a symbol of resilience. For the occasion, village populations expressed their gratitude to the fighting forces. By giving Jacques Ouedraogo a financial envelope for the reportage. The anthem of victory sung in the Mori language by elementary school pupils to kick off the inauguration ceremony of the Wahilians traffic circle in the village of Orie, in the commune of Thikarit, christened the Captain Ibrahim Traore traffic circle, is also a symbol of the resistance of the inhabitants of these villages in the middle of the hills, who have stood up to the various attempts at inclusion. Evil forces, your soul? Please play Citizen. We're going to meet frequently around the second point to share ideas in the fight against terrorism and development actions for our village. The inauguration of this corps is very important for the upper village. Komptabi Yam, Tobacco, Hyderamba. We only call them Wahi, don't we? These are people who accompany the president of Captain Ibrahim Traore Estezo, without expecting anything in return. That's the mission of the Citizens Watch. So we invite them to embrace this initiative. Papai, the inauguration of the Captain Ibrahim Traore ramp in the village of Jor is therefore an opportunity for the defense and security forces to congratulate the people of these villages for this act of bravery and for their good cooperation. The efforts of all social strata have led to satisfactory results. CDC. Mr. Norin, this is a great joy for me. Today, as the chief of this village, we are behind Captain Ibrahim Traore. He's a true leader, willing to sacrifice his life for his people. For us, it was a great opportunity to further demonstrate our support for the reconquest of the integrity of our national territory. So that's really why we got involved, and we're pleased with the turnout. The people of the village of Jori and Bak also expressed their gratitude to the FDS and the VDP. Through this gift of life and this fundraising campaign, we have raised over 100,000 CF francs to support the peace effort.
These are proud citizens. Talking about raising of flag, I decided to add another video to this one. It's also a short one. One of the mining companies has decided they will be raising the flag of Burkina Faso, AES, regularly at the mining company site, and they will sing the national anthem and salute starting from now. So they did that, and they took some of the delegates to see what is going on. And the joyful thing is, as the president promised, they are learning. There are more engineers in the company, and they said the aim is few years to come, they will take over and do their own thing. I'll be back, families.
The national flag was also raised on the Wana handball mining site in the Brums. The occasion was the first extraordinary session of the Mines Dialogue Framework, a forum for accountability between the mine and communities impacted by gold mining. Reported by Edouard Ouedraogo, Claude Ouedraogo, and Christophe Traore. By hoisting the national colors here at Eindhoven Mining, workers and their employers are further reaffirming their attachment to the values of patriotism and sovereignties advocated by Burkina Faso's highest authorities. This was on the occasion of their first extraordinary session of the framework for consultation between the communities and the mine with management. Periodically, we'll be raising the colors, won't we? To respond to the words of command, eh? And from the president of Burkina Faso, who wanted the flag of Burkina Faso to be flown at all the institutions for more sovereignty and patriotism for all. High Endeavour mining managers take visitors on an open-air tour of their facilities, from the underground mine to the laboratory and the crushers. The day's visitors admire the professionalism and quality of the work. I've noticed that in every department we have Burkina actors have been trained and are now in a position to continue the work, and I really feel that in the years to come, we'll have Burkina people who'll be running a Mana mine for a long time to come. Employment: more than 2,000 workers, including 1,516 from subcontractors. Its direct investment in communities in 2023 will be over 352 million CFA francs. In 2024, the mine contributed 2,213 million CFA francs to the Fonds Miniers de Développement, according to its general manager, Xavier Terrain.
Families, I like everything I share on this video. One, motivation, other people are celebrating, and the final one, taking over the mining sectors. It's good to work with other specialists, other engineers that know technical know-how or whatever you call it. It is good to learn from others. But to allow others to take over the resources that you have, that you can use to take care of your people, that is no, no, no. This is 2025. Yes, things must change. And things are changing from the Sahel. Those who have sense, they should follow. Those who are sleeping and they don't want to wake up, well, it's up to them. It's their citizens that will suffer. Look at the amount that they have contributed to the government. Billions. Great. We will partner with anyone who respects us and who is not going to cheat us. Fairness is what they want. It's what we want. I'll leave you here, families. Leave comments. Let us know what is going on at your side of the world and what you think about this video. I'm so happy, the motivation and everything, and the citizens that do not forget their president, even though they see him on the telly all the time, they still want him to know that they are here with him 100%. Misinformation, no, no, no. This is what they are trying to avoid. And the army now have their own radio and TV to be sharing their own information like the one we just saw. Great. Families, I will leave you here. God bless you. All my VIPs, my kids and queens, my returning families. God bless you. Credit to RTB News and ORTM. See you, families. I'll be back. God bless.